This is Anti-Imperialist Front TV news for the week ending January 11th, 2025. US-UK Israeli bloc attacks Yemen. The USA, Britain and Israel jointly attacked Yemen today. It was stated that a total of 39 points were attacked, 11 of which were located in the capital Sana'a, and the coastal city of Hodeidah and the northern city of Harf Sufyan were also attacked. Saba news agency reported that in the capital Sana'a, there were airstrikes near Sabine Square, where people gathered for demonstrations in support of Gaza, while Hodeidah Port and Ras Isa Port in the west of the country were targeted with 6 airstrikes. Al Masira television channel also stated that the US, Britain and Israel targeted the power plant in Sana''s Sinhan district with 8 airstrikes. The Yemeni people continue their honorable resistance for Palestine at any cost. President Ali Ulgu, he has been on hunger strike since 2nd December 2024 to protest the isolation imposed on his comrade, the Sikh prisoner Ekim Jan Yildirim. Adana Kurkchular F-type prison, Ferdi on indefinite hunger strike since 13th November, demands to put an end to the use of handcuffs in prisons, abolition of dangerous prisoner status, stopping transfers against the prisoner's will. Buja High Security Mullah Zinjir started an indefinite hunger strike on 13th November together with Ferdi Ishji. Serkan Onur Yilmaz from Antalya High Security Prison since 20th October 2024 and Serjan Ahmed Aslan from Buja High Security Prison since 10th November are on indefinite hunger strike to be transferred to a non-well-type prison and for the closure of well-type prisons, which are prisons of severe isolation. From Sinjan High Security Prison number 2, Bakjan Ushik, since 19th December 2024, Yurdagul Gumush from Marmara Closed Prison. Since 1st January, she has been on an indefinite hunger strike, demanding the closure of well-type prisons and an end to deportations. The Anti-Imperialist Front also organized an international solidarity strike on 11th January to stand by the resistance of prisoners in Turkey. 30th Rosa Luxemburg Conference held in Berlin Saturday, 11th January 2025. Since 1996, the International Rosa Luxemburg Conference has been held in Berlin on the second Saturday of January. It was initiated by the Marxist daily newspaper Junge Welt. At the Rosa Luxemburg Conference, up to 3,700 people of different backgrounds and ages meet regularly to discuss the topicality of Rosa Luxemburg's work, left-wing theory and politics, the history and presence of the anti-imperialist movements and perspectives for social change. More than 30 organizations, parties and publishers also presented themselves at information stands. This year, the conference title was reminiscent of the lines, "And the last fight let us face, the Internationale unites the human race," from the world-famous anthem of 1871. The AIF also took its place with an information stand and emphasized the importance of the united struggle against imperialism and fascism with different current topics. The health of Leonard Peltier, a Native American political prisoner in long-term detention in the USA, is deteriorating due to medical neglect. Leonard Peltier has been incarcerated since 1976 and is the longest incarcerated indigenous political prisoner in the United States. Leonard Peltier's prolonged imprisonment is a slow death sentence. The Federal Bureau of Prisons has denied him medical care for decades. Medical neglect has left him diabetic and unable to eat. He is nearly blind. He needs treatment and adjustments for his disabilities. Instead, the prison authorities periodically cut off his insulin, and he is kept in a dirty cell where the toilet does not even flush. International solidarity is needed for Leonard Peltier, whose health and conditions are deteriorating. Freedom for all political prisoners. Protests continue in Vienna for Dr. Hussam Abu Safia. There is still no reliable news from the Dr. Abu Safia, whom we remember with images of him walking on the tanks in the hospital burned by Israeli Zionism. As all over the world, protests for Safia continue in Vienna. People gathered in front of St. Stephan's Cathedral, carrying Palestinian flags and photos of Safia and protest against Israel. And this is Anti-Imperialist Front TV news for this week. For news outside the mainstream, follow us on social media. See you next week.